when we pulled up, I was like, cool, so we're just going in someone's apartment to record. And then he opens up the door, and it's like this, it's a soundproof door, so it's like really thick. And I went in, and I was like, oh my god, this is better than anything that I ever thought that we would be recording in.
I remember it was a lot nicer than any other recording setup that we'd had before.
The studio's really cool. All sorts of amps in the amp room and like a shelf full of drums underneath the stairs, all sorts of like pedals and stuff. All sorts of just cool vintage gear.
It was very comfortable for me because it was a familiar setting because I'd been there before. For me it was a lot easier, I think, because it was walking into a familiar place.
We tried to record everything together. Nell set us all up in the live room.
Oh, we know the songs, we got this, and then it's like, oh, but you gotta play them good. Like time.
I don't know, I've always blamed it on myself. We were falling off the click. We weren't vibing all together. And I feel like that was partially nerves.
We were all struggling with trying to listen to the click, trying to follow Josh, trying to hear each other, trying to do everything with all this stuff going on.
Had we went a different route, we probably would have been able to do it live. It probably would have taken the nerves off and we would have got some feels on the album. I mean, I wouldn't change anything on the album now, but if I could go back to the recording process, I think that it would have been a cool thing to try.
The album would have had a different energy for sure.
Probably just would have given maybe a tighter feel.
But it lasted for like 15 minutes. It wasn't working.
So then we decided we should just do everything separate so at least the parts are on time, which is a good assessment. We went to, it was probably Target. We got some big poster board.
2 big boards that had, all the different titles and like broke down by sections how to do.
So that we know what we've accomplished, what we need to work on.
We're just trying to bring order to the chaos, essentially.
So we just went and bought a bunch of stupid stickers, and whenever anybody finished something and did good, you got your special sticker.
I had Star Wars stickers. Josh had Hello Kitty stickers.
Mine were Hello Kitty. I accept that.
Seemed like a good idea. You might as well organize it and write down all the little parts that you want, what you need, what you'd like to hear out of it.
Another organizational tool that we use is called Rock Talk.
Rock Talk was at the end of every studio session for the day.
Sit up in the control room and talk about what we got done for the day, kind of get an idea of what we wanted to do for the next day.
Kind of like a guided conversation on what we're trying to do or
what we can do to make songs better.
It's good to have a plan. I mean, you have to have a plan. When you only have a month to do an album, you have to really know what you're going to do.
We lived in a Super 8 that when we walked out of the parking lot, we went down a block and turned left, and that's where the studio was.
We could just walk right to the studio, and it was super nice.
So we had 2 beds, 4 dudes. I do recall Josh waking up a few times saying that Ryan was spooning with him.
It was great for me. Most nights I woke up and Ryan's leg was like wrapped around my body.
Apparently I'm a cuddler.
And then I got stuck sleeping with Grant.
bulgily.
Grant always told me that I was taking up the whole bed.
You wanted 3/4 of the bed.
I had a very small sliver of the bed, and he just kept pushing further and further into me, trying to push me off the bed.
I had to fight for space.
Grant would get so driven into my side that he couldn't possibly get any closer to me, so he thought that I was taking up the whole bed.
He'd try to roll over on me, and I just kind of, nope.
I contemplated moving to the floor a few times.
Daddy.
You in bed?